everybody. It is I, Dinnerent, ASMR. Before I get into tonight's video, I want to address a couple of things. Since I have not uploaded in some time since my last video, and also since the video before that, in the year 2022, I dropped out of college, and I had already been pretty depressed leading up to that decision. And since that time, I had been living in a different city or town from my parents' house, and I had been there since. It wasn't until I think it was the year 2024. Yeah, 2024. That I was officially alone, or living alone, still in that same different town or city. And my depression only got worse within that time. So, every now and then I would come to visit my parents, and when I did, forgive me for that light, it's motion sensitive, it's motion sensor light, so I'm not moving much, and, well, you know the rest. Anyway, you know, I was talking, and I kind of lost my train of thought, which of the things I wanted to address to you guys, that's one of them. My memory has gotten really bad since the videos that I've uploaded in the past. I don't know to what extent, but it's partly due to the depression and anxiety I had been battling through a good part of my life. I know I was talking about visiting. Yeah, I would visit my parents here and there, and they could see from those visits that I was not doing well. And I did inform them that I was struggling, but I didn't want them to worry about me, so I didn't give much details until basically it started getting really bad. And what ended up happening was I had to get evaluated. I'm grateful for that though, because if it weren't for that, I would not be where I am today. So much better than where I was. So, I think that's enough rambling. Let's get into the video. I can still ramble, of course. But I did want to say that before I started doing some tingly stuff. That way I could not have to put so much thought behind my words. Which piece of advice? Always think before you speak. Very, very important. So, designing this fish. It's a wooden fish. It's pretty cool. And this fish is a fish made out of wood. The wooden fish. Fishy, 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 fishy. I found this fish in, I think it was a furniture store of some kind, and I thought it was a children's toy. And you know, it probably is, but it's definitely like an old school toy. Because when was the last time you saw a handheld object that looks like you'd play with, that's out of wood? Definitely old school. The fish has some very nice features. It has a smooth back and a round sides. The contour of the fish's head is very, very almost like a smooth stone from like a rock tumbler. And of course, this fish is relatively complete, but I thought I could use a few ASMR touches to be even better. Just going to scribble here on this fish, and I'm drawing the scales right now for you. Yes, this fish that you see before you, if your eyes are open, naughty you should be going to bed, but this fish is for a late snack. Also bad you, because late snacking is very bad. But since you're already watching the screen, I assume you might as well indulge in the snack too. Embrace the shortcomings, I say. So yeah, I was at the ward, and I met a lot of people there, and they were very cool. A lot of them thought that I shouldn't have been there, but I actually did need to be there. I wasn't being open with anyone while I was over there. I tried to downplay everything that was going on and convincing myself and others that I didn't need the help that they were offering. At least not to the extent that they were offering. I was aware that I needed help. What I really wanted in those moments was someone I could openly trust. So, and that did not come until I got discharged on July 16th. And later on, I think some point in August, I met my therapist. But I am incredibly grateful for all the people that were involved leading up to my commitment and after I got out, because I would probably be in a very dangerous situation if it weren't for them. Oh, and that reminds me, one of the other things I wanted to address. It makes me deeply sad. Actually, no, not too sad. Just, a little bummed. I used to start these videos off with a little glass bottle filled with rocks, and I tried to make that like my theme or thematic element for my videos. Unfortunately, I ended up using it for something that I shouldn't have, and I'm sure I have it somewhere still. It's just. Wait, actually, I don't know. I have no idea where it's at. If I didn't throw it away, or whatever happened to it, but it's a shame because it was such a cool little glass bottle that had little rocks, and it made some pretty nice sounds. But yeah, it is now officially gone for the time being, and I can now no longer start my videos with that same bottle. But that's okay. Also, that reminds me of I think this is the final thing I wanted to address. But then again, I actually don't know. Or at least I can't remember. But I used to upload somewhat very heavy emphasis on that somewhat. But I used to somewhat upload consistently back when I first started to. But then it started getting less and less consistent. Or I think it was just I just stopped uploading altogether. And, I'm sure you are like me in the sense that you seek out ASMR content too, that it's not so flashy. It's kind of just simple and really just personal attention. It feels very intimate, or I don't want to say closed off because that sounds like you're being neglected, but it feels very exclusive. There we go. It feels very exclusive, especially when you watch small channels. I know that there was this one channel that I found. At the time, it was very small, but it grew much bigger. I won't say the name of that channel, but I'm sure you can fill in the blanks with any channel that comes to mind because there are so many content creators out there that it's a blessing to have them being creative for us, which is what encouraged me to also start doing the same. Which, I mean, I'd be honored if I ended up being the reason why you started your own ASMR channel, but I say if there's something that you've been wanting to create, whether it be a form of art, writing, music, or content, as long as it doesn't harm anyone or yourself, go for it. So if you like bending fishhooks to make sculptures or trying out seeds and then making mosaics out of them, I'm just making up random stuff, but go do it. Do what makes you feel creative and happy. This fish has a very nice blue underside. It's very beautiful. Also, the weight of it is just so perfect. It balances in your hand. Fishy, 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 fishy. Fishy, 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 fishy. There's a lot of details that I could fill you guys in on, but to keep it simple and to know this going forward, this channel is something that I want to start taking seriously. I've had it for a while. I think I made it right after I dropped out of college. I knew it was within the same year, so back in 2022. But I was always afraid that, people would see me, and I don't like being seen. I like being hidden or invisible to other people. But that, my friend, is a life not worth living, because you are meant to be seen and you are meant to be heard. Not by the world, though it can be the world, but you are meant to be seen and heard by other people. Those people are the people who you are meant to impact. And you know them because you see them, or you saw them, or you are going to see them. A lot of people feel like life has no meaning. And to be quite honest with you, even if that was the case, I still find that so mesmerizing. Because yet, we are here, doing the things that we do simply because we choose to do them. And because we can choose to do certain things, or choose to do things in general. Oh, I'm sure you can hear it. There is people moving around above me. What was I saying? Oh yes. Wait, nope, I forgot. Well, that's unfortunate, but I believe that you should be feeling just a smidget bit more tired, if not already asleep. But in the case that you aren't, I want to wish you a very good night. And if you're watching this during the day, or you're already gone to sleep and you're waking up, whatever the case may be, thank you for being here with me today. And this fishy, he thinks you do. Do you have anything to say, Mr. Fishy? He's gonna say something into the microphone. You might not speak fish. Fishy says goodnight. And I will see you in the next video.